here today to make some chicken salad for my lunch today, and I thought I'd go ahead and share it with you. I'm going to start out by cutting up about 1 stalk of celery. I'm just going to make it into fine chops, and we're just going to cut it up, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that in my bowl. I try to weigh everything just so that when it comes to me putting my food into my trackers, I can have a better idea of what I'm actually doing versus just guesstimating. So I've got my scale here. This scale I got at Goodwill. I only paid a couple of dollars for it, but it only measures in grams, which is fine because that's a really accurate way of doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start out by putting all of my celery in here. Now I like celery or pickles because they give a little bit of a crunch to the salad. That was 62 grams of celery. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up some chicken. Now this chicken I made yesterday. It's a whole chicken that I did in my crock pot, which is right here. This is bone broth cooking right now. What I did is I baked my chicken in there, and then once it was all done, I pulled all the meat off, put it in my container so that I could use it for other things. And then I took all the extra bones and skin and any other tips I had in the freezer or anything like that, and I threw them in my crock pot. And I've been cooking this for about 12 hours or so now. So I'm going to let it go a little bit further. I added extra water to it. I put a lemon in there. I mean, I just did all sorts of good stuff. So now I'm going to add some chicken, and I usually try to add about 90 grams. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. All right, and there we go, 90 grams, actually 92. But when it comes to ounces, 28 grams is an ounce. So I'm going to add 28 grams of shredded cheddar because I like cheese in my, hold on. There we go. And that is going to be 28 grams because I like cheddar in my chicken salad. And then I'm going to add some salt because I love salt in everything. It brings out all the good flavors. And then I'm going to add my secret spice. This is what restaurants use. They probably use it fresh. I have it dry. But this is tarragon. This is a really, really good flavor to put in chicken salad. I really love this with the chicken salad. And the last thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to add sour cream and a little bit of heavy cream. So 1 serving of sour cream is 30 grams or 2 tablespoons. Of course, we're going to want a little bit more than that, so I'm actually going to do 60 grams because that's about 1/4 cup. And yeah, that is 4 tablespoons. It's a lot. But it's still going to be really thick, so I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of cream to this as well. All right. And I'm going to stir it up, and then I'll show you the finished product. Now I wanted to also talk to you guys today about why I use the ingredients I do and what is sulfite allergy. Now I follow this way of eating, and it really controls my sulfite allergies really well. And what a sulfite allergy is, the sulfites are either naturally occurring or man-made chemicals. In naturally occurring, it's going to be in things like egg yolks and mushrooms, mushrooms and garlic and onion and pork, so that means no bacon. I know, keto sin, I can't have bacon. But the the other, you know, it's in so many things. It's in vinegar. So you can imagine that takes out all mayonnaise, all mustard, all ketchup, all dressings. So the dressings that I make are usually sour cream based, kind of like this. And I want you to see that this is all done now, and it is nice and creamy. And I'm really excited. Now what I'll do with this is I will put it over lettuce, or I will put it in romaine leaves, and I will eat it like a taco. Or I've also got today cheese chips. So I made those last night in preparation for today because I really like it. And what I'll do is I'll probably eat just a few cheese chips and then just eat it out of the bowl, because that's a really big serving and I'm not going to eat that many cheese chips. That's just way too many at one time. But anyway, so sulfites are also, like I said, man-made, and they're occurring in things such as cornstarch, corn syrup, anything enriched, anything with citric acid. The only time it's not in citric acid is if it says that it's naturally occurring, which means that they created it using things like lemons and limes and oranges and stuff like that. If it's not naturally occurring, what they did is they used sulfites to extract citric flavor from mold. And it's occurring in everything, just about every product that you get. So I have to really make sure that I'm using really good products for everything that I do. I have a special shampoo, I have a special conditioner, I have special soap, I have special toothpaste, I use Palmolive dish soap and dishwasher soap and bar soap, and I use Tresemme keratin conditioner because it doesn't have citric acid. And you know, I just have to be really careful and cautious of everything that I do. So you're gonna find that a lot of my recipes are really simple. They don't have a lot of ingredients, and they're also a little unusual. Like today, I could have used mayonnaise for this, and if you're making it for you and you want to use mayonnaise, you go right ahead. The only difference between mayonnaise and sour cream in this recipe is that it's dairy. So if you want this to be dairy free, go ahead and use mayonnaise and leave out the cheese. Again, you can use pickles, you can use celery, anything with a little bit of crunch. You could even throw olives in there. And then, of course, the tarragon. The tarragon is going to be the key to making this really, really good. I got this tarragon at Fresh Market, and for a little bag that filled up that much in my bottle, it was like $3. So it goes a long way, but it's worth it because it'll add a really unique flavor to this. But yeah, so if you have any questions about sulfite allergies, leave a comment or a question below and I will definitely discuss it more with you. It's something that I've been dealing with since about 2011, 2012. And so that's why I cook the way that I do. I find that it really helps my allergies to eat this way, just because it's a really whole way of eating. And as you can imagine, anything processed just about is going to have a sulfite added to it. So, you know, you eat simple food, you eat whole food, you have to be careful of things like carrageenan. And now they're starting to inject chicken with carrageenan, which is very, very high in sulfites. They also use it as a thickener in heavy whipping cream. So that's why I use the Anthony's organic heavy cream powder, because it has no carrageenan in it, and I have had zero allergic response to this. And I'll tell you how well this has helped my allergies by eating ketogenic, by the fact that when I was first diagnosed, they told me that I would need to be on 2 Zyrtec and 2 Prilosec a day to keep it at bay. And that was even with taking out the allergens. And what they told me as far as my allergies went was that I needed to you know, just avoid salad bars, dried fruit and baked lettuce. That was it. I had to do all the research on my own to learn what I needed to do for me, because just taking those things out didn't really help me as much as it could have. And so through the years, through the research, I have found that this is a really, really great way of eating, not only for me, but it's really healthy for my husband. His triglycerides have gone down from 480 to 80. His borderline blood pressure has gone down to normal. His blood sugar went from 160 to 74 in 8 months, and he has lost about 40 pounds. He's looking great. He's doing really healthy, and this way of eating is a really healthy way of eating for everybody. I even have my kids mostly doing it. They're teenagers, so they're not going to do it 100%, but they're also of a normal body weight. So let me go ahead, because I have waited long enough and my mouth is watering. I'm going to grab one of my cheese chips that I made last night, and I'm just going to go ahead and see how this turned out. Very good. Very good. Okay, so this is my lunch for today. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you learned something about sulfite allergies. And if, like I said, if you have any questions, leave it down below. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit like. And if you have any ideas for upcoming videos, please leave that for me as well. I love hearing everybody's feedback. Thank you so much.